yanjye aya ni ayanjye narebe munsi reba munsi mereza bugira meza ya mashyashya rero tariw.
people with low energy will hate to see you come. Yes. But all right, so now that we just understand the energy here, I want to see if we were able to take anything from yesterday's session. There were so many other sessions, but I want to see if, first of all, we were able to connect. Were we able to connect?
Yes.
Especially in the names, disconnect. I don't know what's more likely. Did we connect?
Yes.
Let me see if we were able to connect with the other people. But most importantly, enjoy the event. Yeah? Alright, so I want to do a quick check to see if we really did get something from yesterday. Yeah? Are we ready for the test? Yep. Are we ready for the test? Yes. So when I say who are we, what do we respond? I said, who are you? Who are we? Who are we? And what are we doing?
Taking Africa forward.
Okay, now we've done it one more time. I want us to do it one more time to see if we really all have that message. That's a very powerful message. Who are we?
Africa.
And what are we doing?
Taking Africa forward.
We will not leave this stage until the energy levels are there. Who are we?
Africa.
And what are we doing?
Taking Africa forward.
All right. Allow me to welcome Mr. Nikolai Manet from the Mastercard Foundation to lead the next session. Thank you very much.
And I think this is the perfect energy for what's coming. Like Kenny said, my name is Nicholas, and I'm happy to be here with you this morning. Happy because you bring so much energy, and happy because those who are about to come on stage will bring even more energy. Now I have a question for you. Did you know that by 2030, Africa will need to have created 30 million work opportunities for its country? Did you know? 30 million. That's a huge number. And we still face challenges. A lot of them. Skilling, upskilling, reskilling to make sure that young people are ready to enter the workforce. But there's good news. The good news is we see an amazing wave of young people creating visions to lift each other up. We see them all over the continent. And this is why we believe that it is possible. A little bit earlier this year, YouthConnect Africa, in partnership with the Mastercard Foundation, started a movement to listen to these young people, to follow what they are doing. And we see many of them emerging from all over the continent, as I said. So today, I bring 8 of them to you. 8 people from the continent of Africa building and scaling amazing solutions within their countries. They are going to come on this stage and have 5 minutes to tell you about the solutions they are creating. I really hope that we listen, we give them some love, we give them some energy, we give them some support so that when they come back, they tell us we have been able to achieve more. Is that all right? Yes. Yes? Fantastic. So I'd like to call the first one of them to the stage. She is from beautiful Kenya. We have Kenya in the room. Yes. She co-founded Africa's leading textile and development organization, which equips young Africans with market-ready tech skills. Model where graduates are positioned into decent work within the continent and across the globe through remote work opportunities. Her name is Mumbi Lungu. Can we have a round of applause for Mumbi Lungu from the Republic of Kenya coming on stage?
Good morning, everyone. So I want you to walk with me on a short journey. It's 2020, February 2020. And one of my really good friends who's an entrepreneur, for his case, let's call her Mary. So Mary has always been passionate about fashion since she was a young child. And she made her dream a reality by setting up one of the largest fashion brands in Kenya. But Mary's idea of a fashion brand was brick and mortar. So one day, February 22, 2020, she seated in her house, she's watching the television, and then she gets breaking news. President Uhuru Kenyatta says we are now going on lockdown because there's a pandemic that's affecting all of us in the world. So Mary had this brilliant idea of what she was going to do. Her fashion brand was great. She had set up 5 shops in some of the largest malls in Nairobi. And so she had to sit down and rethink how she was going to continue with her dream. So she embarks on this journey of trying to find technology talent to help her digitize her businesses, because brick and mortar was not going to be a solution anymore. So she hires her first software developer to help her build an e-commerce platform. They agree on the scope of work. She commits some money to it. 4 or 5 months down the line, she was still struggling to express her vision to this person. Yet this young software developer is not forthcoming because he doesn't have the required skills that need to help Mary scale her business. And that's where the gap is. I had a conversation with Mary, who reflects a lot of small, medium-sized enterprises in Africa. And my question to her was, what was the gap? And she explained to me simply, 1, I don't have enough money to pay a senior software developer because I'm a small enterprise. Secondly, the person that I hired, the quality of talent that we have is not good enough to help me as a small business to scale to where I need to go. And then I had a conversation with the software developer. I asked them, what is the gap? And they said, I went to school, I've studied for 4 years, but I still have a challenge when it comes to understanding the vision that my client wants. So I feel like I need to go back to school, but I don't have money to afford education because my parents paid almost $3,000, $4,000 for me to university. They don't have extra money for me to pay to go and learn something else elsewhere. And that's where the concept of Powerland Project came along. How do we provide affordable, accessible, quality education for young people across Africa to help them participate meaningfully in the digital economy? My name is Mumbi Lungu. I'm co-founder and executive director of Powerland, where we aim to skill at least 1 million software developers across Africa with skills that help them participate meaningfully in the digital economies, but most of all, so they can help us tap into what's projected as $700 billion of what the digital economy can do to African GDP. We started in 2021. Most people thought we were crazy in the height of the pandemic. We were able to train 1,000 in our first year. Out of the 1,000, 63% of them were able to get opportunities of work. Some of them went on to become entrepreneurs who are building some of Africa's solutions right now, and they're doing really well. As we speak now, in 2024, on December 6th, I will be graduating another class of 5,000 young people. Wow. These young people come from various parts of Africa. The beauty of this is that Mary was able to hire a team of software developers who don't all necessarily live in Kenya. So she's been able to create job opportunities for young people in Lagos, in Lusaka, in South Africa, in the Northern Cape, and thanks to Powerland Project, she's been able to afford quality talents at a minimal cost, helping her raise her revenue and profits. And currently, as we speak, she's on her process to scale to 4 other African countries because of what we were able to do for her with the skills that we had built. And I know your question to me now is, what next? I aim to train 1 million developers. 1 million developers is not scratching the surface. Because we need about 300,000, just to give an example, 300,000 people to help unlock the revenue potential of a country like Rwanda. So my conversation to this point is, ideally, how do we create collaborations that help us to scale what we want to do for the SME and the digital economy in Africa? But secondly, how do we create intentional investments in people like Powerland Project to help us to scale and say not only the million in Africa, but to train more than what is required for us to unlock the potential of the digital economy in Africa. Today, as I stand here, I'm actually wearing one of the ladies' fashion brands. Just emphasize the point that Africa is able, the young people in Africa are capable, and I look forward to working with you in collaboration to see how we can unlock that potential for Africa, not only for here, because Africa is the world's future workforce. Thank you so much.
I think we can do better than that for Mumbi. She started with a cohort of 1,000, quickly rose to 5,000, and she's aiming at 1 million. Earlier I said we need 30 million more opportunities. She's taking 1 million. But she's not taking 1 million alone. I heard her say she needs support. We have stakeholders, we have young people. Please do follow Powerland projects. Let's all see the kind of support we can offer. And let's collaboratively reach 1 million with Mumbi. Another round of applause for Mumbi, please. Our next speaker is coming from the beautiful islands located in the Atlantic Ocean, also known as the Republic of Cabo Verde. Yes. So, he's a youth, a very dynamic one, development advocate, and is a Mandela Washington fellow. Yes. He has over 8 years of project management. There's a lot of knowledge and experience there. And he's the founder of Raboisi, which is an NGO that leads initiatives to empower the people of Cabo Verde with essential life skills and sustainable growth. Mr. Nestor Andrade, you're very welcome.
Good afternoon. Morning. Imagining young people standing strong, bold, thinking outside the box, daring to lead, eager for knowledge, taking risk outside the room of excuses. Imagine young people facing one of the greatest challenges, which is to have agency, commitment, and stand out. For that to happen, they need to train certain core skills, not just to grow, but to increase the probability of succeeding. But why? Why do you need agency, commitment, and stand out? And why young people? We are here to serve. Regardless our purpose, we serve directly, indirectly, and each one of us in this room have played an important role within the ecosystem. Our uniqueness helps us serve better and let in our community. From 2011 to 2016, I have been developing and implementing projects that promote young people and give them the stage to showcase their talent, passion in the field of dance, sport, and fashion. But it was in 2013 that I have identified and recognized that we lack regarding vocational orientation and youth development. And it is there that Futura comes in. A project that attains 7 of the 17 SDGs goals with a simple and yet powerful goal: to provide young people the tools, the knowledge, the confidence to become proactive leaders. We are not teaching, we are transforming generations. At Futura, young leaders have the opportunity to dig deep within an atmosphere where they think about self-leadership, critical thinking, team working, problem solving, and sustainability. They enhance their confidence to grow into a leader who inspires others. For us to truly build a bright future, we need to create systems and foundations that bring youth development. I invite all of the partners, the sponsors, the organization to join us in this journey of creating pathways to unlock potential, build character, and provide life skills. The young people of tomorrow are among us, ready to drive growth and prosperity. Let us give them the support they need to thrive. Let us invest strategically in strong systems and foundations that enable the enhancement of human capital of Africa. Together, let us reset into an Africa with purpose. Thank you.
When we talk about the challenges we're currently facing to enable young people to the workforce, we mentioned the skills. And skills are a critical challenge that Nesta is actively solving in the Republic of Cameroon. Just like Ruby, please let us make sure we offer the support we can offer. Following, giving our expertise, recommending, supporting financially, who knows? Let us make sure we support these young people. Next on the list is someone coming from the Pearl of Africa. We don't hear you enough. We don't hear you enough. Leads a community-based organization dedicated to empowering rural communities with by offering skills development opportunities that highlight traditional crafting techniques using environmentally friendly materials and connecting them with potential buyers. In addition to skills development, the organization offers capacity building in soft business skills training to help artisans navigate the marketplace effectively. Welcome on stage, Elizabeth Bambu.
Hello everyone. I just feel amazed seeing the levels of Gen Zs and millennials. Say hi. So I just want to take you out of advice. Like, did you know that 80% of the world's most poor are the rural and the young, and the majority living in the rural areas of the sub-Saharan Africa? Yes, that's true, and it's according to World Bank. a community needs assessment carried out by Skills Center in Missouri. It was realized that rural artisans in the Missouri region spend less than $1 income per day. I know that anyone here would never wish to earn that income for a day, right? So, to tell my story, I would say that in 2016, my dream by then to become one of the few graduates in my family was almost shattered. After spending 1 year working for $25 per month, trying to save for the money so that I can push myself towards achieving my goal by then. But then realizing that this money was not even enough to even pay half of my first semester tuition. This made me feel depressed, waking up every morning, swollen red eyes, wondering how I would make it towards achieving my goal. But then I never knew that life was pushing me to think outside the box and get out of my comfort zone, you know? So that's how I started thinking, and thanks to my late grandma, who was a talented and creative basket weaver in our rural village, that I was able to gain her skills when I was 10 years old before she passed on. So I never knew that this was even a path to take me towards my dream by then, to take me to university. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that I was brave enough to go to the biggest city in Uganda and start selling and making baskets using my little savings I had, and started to pay for my tuition. You know, it wasn't an easy journey, but gladly I was among the few graduates in 2019, and thanks to my hard work. This made me believe and change my perspective that one can also make it, you know, with the small skills, without not even looking for a job. Most of all, they're even competitive, less paid, and sometimes you have to even pay the price of the job you're not even sure you're going to earn, you know? So that's how I was like, I have to continue with my business. And also I found a path. I found my role in life to pass my legacy, my grandma's legacy to the world. And that's led to the path of Skills Center Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, standing in front of you is the co-founder and executive director of Skills Center Missouri, an empowerment program that empowers rural communities, especially the youth, with skill development opportunities, especially traditional women's skills, using natural resources that are not so expensive, that are favorable to the startups, so they can be able to improve their livelihoods, because we are able to market this product locally and globally, and we can be able to bridge the gap from $1 income to $3 income. However, to achieve this, we need to foster collaborations and partnerships with strong organizations, companies, and supportive institutions, so we can be able to expand our programs, not just in the Western region, but also in other rural regions in Uganda and beyond, you know? Because we know that there are also other people out there that need these services, so they can also improve their lives just like me, as how I was able to do. So also need to be able to get the resources, and also need for communication. Communication from employers, producers, youth, so we can be able to reach and broaden our ecosystem, so to improve our lives, you know? And then I call upon all the funders and supporting institutions to support these programs and add them into the education system. Not just focusing on the formal education system where you have to go to school, then after graduating you start finding a job. It's not working right now. The Gen Zs need to find skills that they can also be able, after learning something, they can start on their own. That's what we want. So we are urging some funders to be able to fund programs like Skills Center, where we can broaden our services to reach more people, so we can improve economic development, and most of all, reducing poverty through promoting generational cultural heritage, and crafting resources. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, the co-founder and executive director of CL Central, Wenzori, Elizabeth Babu. A round of applause, please. You know, at the Mastercard Foundation where I work, we have a strategy called the Young Africa Work Strategy, which is set to enable 30 million young people, 70% of them being young women, to enter the workforce, to access work opportunities by 2030. I say dignified and fulfilling. There are actually 4 markers. The 4 markers, the first one is reliable income. The second one is reputable work. Third one, respecting the workplace. And fourth one, sense of purpose. I see everything in the story I just heard. And congratulations, Elizabeth. I really, really urge everybody to offer as much support to Elizabeth as possible. Thank you very much. Our next speaker to come on stage leads the talent marketplace platform that is building Africa's largest workforce of digital talents and matching them with companies locally and globally. He also leverages AI technology to transform the way companies hire and outsource African workers. From the land of the thousand hills, So good morning, everyone. I was born and raised in a rural area of us back in my primary and high school life. Those are foundational skills helped me to learn a great university, which is called Kepler, to study business management. While studying business management, I took my time and efforts to also acquire various skills in the data and IT that helped me to start getting job opportunities while studying. Later on, I secured a corporate business job. Even before my graduation. The time I started my corporate job, I kept getting multiple job opportunities or something. Whenever I could go in my community, I faced many people who are unemployed and others are underemployed despite their potential and creativity. I took my time, I researched more on why many young people are unemployed, why the companies are struggling to get quality workforce, especially in this digital economy world. Inspired by what I learned through my research, I decided to quit my corporate job to solve this problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Vivens. I'm the founder of Murama. In 2040, Africa is expected to have the largest workforce across the world. That means we have a great human capital investment capital. But there is a pressing problem of digital talent gap, which is limiting us to leverage this opportunity at scale. And then you will find that companies, as of now, it is still difficult, time-consuming, and expensive for them to access African workforce, especially when it comes to digital jobs. That's the scenario where the skills are in the market. But technology is evolving, and many jobs are being created now. And you find that many young people didn't consume those skills. When you come to the set of other young people, of course, many of them have consumed the traditional curriculum with skills, but they don't have a powerful social network that help them to try job opportunities, and others don't have a visibility to jobs. We decided to, and this is a talent marketplace platform that we use for jobs and projects, both local and global. We tackle many 4 areas: people across tech and AI,
digital marketing and communications, digital content production, as well as also data and research. And we are trying to deploy AI-powered platforms so that we transform the way young people access global opportunities, but also even transforming the way these companies access the people. Since June 2021, our journey has been challenging, but rewarding and impacting at the same time. We placed over now 1,000 young people in various digital jobs across 250 companies that we serve locally and globally. And our model works well for companies due to how we are faster, easier, and more cost-effective for companies to access and work with African workforce. Beyond the placements, we have over 14,000 young people on Murava platform who leverage Murava platform to access multiple career resources. As we move forward on our platform, but now we are still currently facing a job readiness gap and a limited number of young people who are specialized across digital careers. 100 jobs, and we missed the qualified work. And that's why we found that matching talent to jobs isn't enough, and we decided now to launch education and employment programs where we build on the demand workforce for available jobs at scale. At Murava, we are making this vision a reality. And allow me to close by saying that Murava is about socio-economic empowerment. And if you are here and you believe that African talent can be true assets for both local and global companies in this digital economy world, and if you are here as an employment support organization, we invite you to join us as we scale our platform, products and programs across both urban and rural communities, multiplying job opportunities every year so that we can transform the African workforce into higher income earners due to their digital skills. Thank you.
I don't know what it is. We talked about upskilling, but there's talent matching. The job opportunities are there. They are there. The talent is also there. How do we bridge the gap? How do we bring both together? That is what Vivens is doing with thousands of young people. And I think he's doing an amazing job. So we can clap for him one more time. So now we have the duo. We have two people who are going to come on stage. They come from great Zimbabwe. Do we have Zimbabwe in the room? Zimbabwe. They founded a membership-based, youth-led organization that aims to provide career guidance and mentorship, life skills training, literacy education, and leadership training to primary and secondary school students in Zimbabwe. A round of applause for Desire Kateira and Kawonga Mugwanyu. Welcome on stage.
You know, growing up as an orphan in a rural village in Murewa, 80 kilometers out of the capital city Harare in Zimbabwe, we used to walk 10 kilometers to and from school. We used to learn in a class of over 50 students, and we used to share books, reading books in groups of 10 or more students. For us, it was not abnormal. It was just our life.
When asked what wanted to be when you grew up, everyone had big ambitions. Some say they wanted to become doctors, lawyers, engineers, journalists. Desire even said he wanted to become the president of Zimbabwe one day.
Fortunately, I received a scholarship from Dr. Stride Masiwa and Mrs. Masiwa's Highlight Foundation, which allowed me to have an education and also offered me mentorship until I had my first degree. But every time I return to my village, I still see young people, younger versions of me, kids with dreams, yet lacking direction and often neglected.
That's where we come in. Imagine a world where every young person has the basic literacy and numerous skills, resources to find their path, and the confidence to shape their future.
My name is Yakatera and I'm the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, come 2043. And I thank you for you as the personal founder and director of YouthTalk. Founded in 2022, YouthTalk is not just a platform, it's a movement led by youth, for you.
And I am Taonga Benyuta, co-founder and vice chairperson of YouthTalk.
We face challenges that many youth in Africa face. Lack of access to quality education, lack of access to mentorship and career guidance, limited resources, and even limited opportunities. When I see my peers back in my rural village, they are still struggling to find their voices, even those who have passed their O-level exams.
That first-hand experience ignited our passion for change. That's when we established YouthTalk, to create a supportive environment for young people to be able to try, to learn, and lead, being guided by those who have walked the same path before.
Since YouthTalk's inception, we have collaborated with organizations like the UN Women, the Young African Leaders Initiative to amplify voices of underserved communities. We focus on career guidance and mentorship, leadership and lifelong development, providing career guidance to students in high schools and also sexual reproductive health and rights education. We do this through our various networks of mentors drawn from university students and professionals.
Through our one-on-one mentorship workshops and our revision classes, we have managed to impact thousands of young people to become leaders in their communities and find direction. We have trained young leaders, some of whom have become junior parliamentarians, and some have become student leaders. Currently, we have over 800 students enrolled on our revision classes and our mentorship program. Recently, we had a youth symposium which attracted 150 young people from diverse backgrounds, which was convened in the recognition of the vital role that youth development and engagement play in achieving the Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development Goals. So far, we have impacted over 4,000 high school students with career guidance and mentorship, enable them to choose careers from an informed perspective and prepare them for work. And we are glad to tell you that they are testifying that they are working in jobs they are finding productive.
Through all this, we have learned that empowering youth is not just about providing them with skills and career guidance. It is about fostering a sense of belonging and commitment, making sure that no one is left behind.
Looking to the future, we aim to operate in all the 1,970 wards in Zimbabwe, focusing on the underserved communities where young people sometimes fail to prosper, not because they're not capable, but because of lack of opportunity. Our greater vision as YouthTalk is to expand the model across Eastern and Southern Africa. Imagine a network of organizations working together, pooling resources for the same cause, and creating a ripple effect of youth empowerment on this general empowerment. Either you are a young person looking forward to develop your skills, a mentor willing to share your knowledge, or an organization looking forward to collaborate, there is a place for all of us.
The continent is looking at us, waiting to see what impact we can bring to Africa. If we miss this opportunity, we would have not failed only ourselves, but we would have failed the generations that are to come. For us as YouthTalk, though we operate in all the 10 provinces of the country, we have faced challenges with the registration, and we were registered organization instead of a national organization. Many youths in Africa face the same problem of registration. Yet you said that to policymakers in this room, make sure that you align the policies with Agenda 2063 and make sure that we operate with no hindrances. To our partners in this movement, if you believe that the youth are capable, join us and make sure that we impact future generations. Africa needs empowerment now. We call upon you. We need your commitment. Let's forge together ahead and make sure that this vision becomes a reality. We thank you. Wow.
Who are not just talking about the problem, they are actually leading the way to solving the problem. Through policy change, through mentoring, through advocacy. During the last Commonwealth Summit here in Kigali, we heard young people say, "Nothing for us without us." I think that is the same spirit that they have at Youth Talk, and as they did, I really urge everyone to offer as much support to Youth Talk as possible. Another one, a round of applause, please. Our next speaker is an internationally awarded social entrepreneur. She's a published author and a media icon with over a decade of experience in business development, knowledge management, and women empowerment. She's coming from the warm heart of Africa, the Republic of Malawi. Ladies and gentlemen, Ntanda Manduli.
Good morning. Can you hear me? All right. By a quick show of hands, I'm a STEM MBA. I'm passionate about mathematics, so I would love to know how did I get this? I want to know how many of us by 2063 will be in our 60s or our 70s. I'd like a show of hands. How many of us will be in our, come on, you can do math. How many of us will be in our 60s and our 70s by 2063? Okay, standing up, standing up. Okay, I see. As we're meeting today, I would love for us to reflect on the Agenda 2063. Agenda 2063 is not just a distant vision we have set for Africa. It will affect us, the youth of Africa, personally. You and I in this room. It will affect our future generation, and it is our work to make sure that this happens, so we realize the African dream. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed dignitaries, fellow youth of Africa, it is my honor to speak to you today at this 7th Youth Connect Summit. For me, coming back to Rwanda after 6 years is very meaningful because I believe my international career and my journey began here in Rwanda in 2018 at the 5th International Conference on Family Planning. After that, then I was just a recent graduate of economics from the University of Malawi. I was inspired and I knew that education was not just a path to my self-actualization, it was a to societal transformation, Africa's transformation. So now, when you hear the word foundation, I think you think of people that have power, that have influence, that have money. I had none of these things. I was just a young African person that looked at Africa and thought that Africa deserved better, and I thought that we could do better. So I set up the entire foundation, and we have been empowering young people across Africa over the past few years. I grew up in a big town, a rural area in Malawi. My mother was the first female Marine captain of Malawi, and she was an educator by passion. I saw how she invested in her students and how she was very passionate about changing lives and transforming lives through education, and her passion became the backbone of what is now the entire foundation. So as a foundation, we have 2 programs. We have the Nyenye's Entrepreneurship Fellowship and the Nyenye's Chichewa, which is the national language of Malawi, means STAR. And we have the Mawa Apprenticeship Program. Mawa is early morning. So the Nyenye's Entrepreneurship Fellowship, I believe a couple of my friends are doing quite similar work and I'm looking forward to collaborating. This program was set up on a tech hub in Malawi. We had set up a tech hub and we were training people in digital skills, but I thought we could do more for the youth of Africa. So my colleague Alex and I said, let's do an apprenticeship program where we prepare youth for better careers. And I would love to introduce to you Victor Bondwe, who is the current serving managing director of the Kwatu Collective. Victor, could you please stand up? He's over there, He is the current serving managing director of the Kwatu Collective. And in this it is unclear, Victor is not yet 30. I am not yet 30. We are committed to being youth-led and youth-serving. Kwatu means home. We want to create a community where we share resources and we are able to come together to collaborate, to create, and to innovate. I have worked with international organizations. I've worked with the World Bank leading the Digital Life Project. I have been based in New York City, workers. And I often joke to my friends that I do not have a single saving to my name. I have invested every single penny I have in my community. This is the heart of the Kwatu Collective, that we give everything that we have. When we think of transforming Africa, we often think which donors are going to come save us, which billionaire is going to come our way and save the day. I want to call on you today, the youth of Africa, that it is our mission that whatever we have, we must give back societies so we can have the Africa that we want. I envision a self-sufficient Africa, an Africa that can fend for herself, an Africa where every young person has the resources and skills that they need to be able to thrive. I just recently completed my Master of Science in Entrepreneurship. I'm currently at the Michigan State University doing my MBA. And I was talking to one of my mentors and she said, please be careful in how you present your brand because sometimes you can come off very privileged. And I said, if education is privilege, then I'm very grateful to be that. And I want that for every young person of Africa. And that's why you see our strategic vision has that mandate that we want an Africa that is trained. An Africa that can compete. As I speak, Victor is in his master's program, pursuing a master of public policy. Our current board chair, she joined us on a degree, and she just recently completed a bachelor's degree. I am fully committed to the idea that we must be an educated Africa, and an Africa that can contribute to international development. Personally, I am based, like I say, in the United States, and it is quite conflicting to me because my heart is forever on the continent. I truly believe in the power of Africa, and I always want my heart and my passion to be here. When I am in rooms with fellow colleagues internationally, I kid you not, even in my MBA classroom, Africa is never a part of the conversation. When people are talking about hiring internationals, I'm telling you, people are looking for Asians, talented people that can work in the digital system. I want to call on you that we need to change that story. I would love to see a competent Africa, an Africa that can lead, an Africa that can work, and that is the mission of the Kwatu Collective. It's not about that we want to advocate for just certain people to be privileged, but I want us to be skilled, to be competent, and that when we enter rooms, we're able to transform.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, I guess she's very humble because she forgot to mention something. This year, she was actually named as one of the top 100 most influential people in Africa during the United Nations General Assembly. Yes. And like you heard, she's really doing the work. She's advocating. And she mentions if education is a privilege, she's very grateful. Can we all make sure the young people of Africa are grateful? Can we all do that for our young brothers, our young sisters? Can we all do that? Yes? Yes, sure? And of course, if there's a billionaire ready to support, she's all ears. Thank you. So, our last speaker for the day is coming from the Islamic Republic of Mauritania. He's a French speaker, so allow me to do him the honors of introducing him in French. We have headsets at the back with ushers ready to dispatch them if you would like translation. Notre dernier intervenant de cette matinée est un consultant en marketing digital et il est fondateur d'une agence dédiée à la transformation numérique des entreprises africaines. Il a plus de 6 ans d'expérience et il se spécialise dans la création de sites web, la gestion de campagnes publicitaires et la formation de no-code, permettant aux jeunes d'acquérir rapidement des compétences techniques et d'accéder au marché du travail. Il est également chargé de cours à temps partiel et s'engage activement en faveur de l'employabilité des jeunes et de l'égalité des chances, en incluant les jeunes femmes dans ce programme de formation. Originaire de la République islamique de Mauritanie, nous accueillons Sidi Gueye, fondateur de Mauritech Digital.
Bonjour. Vous avez certes entendu que l'Afrique a du talent. l'Afrique, les pays africains, disposent de ressources naturelles importantes. Mais également, vous entendez partout que la population africaine est majoritairement jeune. Cela est vrai. Mais de l'autre côté, si on regarde en face la réalité, on se rend compte finalement que ces pays africains-là ont un taux de chômage élevé. Alors on se pose certaines questions. Pourquoi? Notamment en Afrique de l'Ouest, et aller chercher un avenir meilleur. Est-ce que cet avenir meilleur n'est pas en Afrique? Personne ici présente. Nous avons le droit, et surtout, nous avons le devoir d'aider nos frères africains. Mesdames, messieurs, honorables invités, je m'appelle Sidi Gueye et je viens de la Mauritanie. En créant Mauritanie Social Group, nous avons voulu nous battre pour nous avons voulu nous battre contre ces fléaux, notamment l'immigration clandestine, mais également les taux de chômage élevés dans nos pays. Mauritanie Social Group a différentes missions, mais notre première mission, c'est d'accompagner les entreprises africaines, mauritaniennes et de la sous-région mauritanienne, mais également, c'est aussi de permettre aux jeunes, à la jeunesse mauritanienne, africaine, mais également toute personne qui souhaite faire une reconversion professionnelle, de pouvoir trouver sa voie via les digitales. C'est pourquoi nous sommes spécialisés dans le développement de sites web et d'applications via le no-code. Le no-code, c'est une façon de créer un site, de créer une application, mais sans savoir coder. Nous pensons que cette façon de faire permettra à lutter contre la fracture numérique dans différents pays. Alors, je me tourne aujourd'hui vers nos dirigeants, nos décideurs, nos entreprises, et je leur dis ceci: faites confiance à vos enfants, faites confiance à la jeunesse africaine. Car cette jeunesse-là a besoin de la jeunesse. Je me tous présents ici. Vous avez le droit de travailler, mais surtout, vous avez l'obligation de travailler. Parce qu'il y a des gens qui comptent sur vous. Vous avez également la nécessité de réussir. L'échec est en fait pourquoi. Alors aujourd'hui, que vous soyez de la Mauritanie, du Sénégal, Cameroun, Côte d'Ivoire, Zambie, Gambie, mais également Rwanda, rejoignez-nous, restons soudés, parce qu'au final, nous sommes tous des Africains. Nous travaillons pour cette Afrique-là. Alors, mesdames, messieurs, honorables invités, je vous remercie.
Faites confiance aux jeunes Africains. Faites confiance à vos enfants. Faites confiance aux rêves africains. Trust the African dream. That was the best way to close this session. Again, with 8 amazing people solving the challenges to unemployment we have in Africa. We thank you very much, and I would like you to stand for recognition. Mumbi Lungu. They stand for recognition. Let's clap for them, please. Warm round of applause. Let's go. Leaders, Imana, Isaiah, Banda, Mambuki, and TK. Thank you very, very much for your kind attention, ladies, and a wonderful day ahead. Thank you very much.
Applause for Nicola as well. A round of applause. All right, another round of applause for all the TED Talkers. I just felt like a minute ago. Where did the energy go? Where did the energy go? The energy is there. Who are we?
YouthConnect.
And what are we doing? Where did the energy go? One more time. Who are we? What are we doing?
Taking Africa forward.
All right. I hear people say, don't worry about that. But before we do that, all right, allow me to tell you more about the next sessions that we will be having. In MH1, we will have innovative scaling programs for youth empowerment by YouthConnect Zambia. That will be in MH1, which is downstairs. And then in MH2, we'll have Zanshto entrepreneurship. By YouthConnect Malawi. That will be MH2, and then MH3 we have empowering the next generation of women innovators by UN Women and Smart Africa. MH4 we have policy roundtable on enabling ecosystems for youth-led made in Africa production through the AFCFTA. And then in 8011 we have AUC Ekumeni Hub. And in 8010, we have youth-friendly and sustainable business development services. And then finally, we do have a special event in 8012, but it is only by invite. So if you do not have an invitation for 8012, you can always go to the other rooms. And in LD, we'll be back in the auditorium around 12 sharp. We'll have an event on reimagining the African Youth Charter. Now, I've had feedback that I do talk a bit quite fast, so I'll repeat the sessions, yeah? Are you gonna walk with me for the sessions? Yes? All right, so let's pay attention now. In MH1, we do have innovative skilling programs for youth empowerment by YouthConnect Zambia, yeah? In MH2, we have Zanshto entrepreneurship by YouthConnect Malawi, yeah? In MH3, we have empowering the next generation of women innovators by UN Women and Smart Africa. In MH4, we have policy roundtable on enabling ecosystem for youth-led made in Africa production through AFCFTA. In 8011, we have AUC Egumeni Hub, and in 8010, we have youth-friendly and sustainable business development services. And then in 8012, we do have an event as well, but it's only by invitation. So if you do not have an invitation for that particular event, please go to the rest of the events. Yeah, so that was it. Thank you very much. One more time for DJ Eva as we go out.
Yeah.
Africa.